Hi, welcome to Distant Angelic Reiki Healing. Today we will be cutting cords with connections that no longer serve us. These can be connected to past lives, karmic connections, what else? Karmic connections, and what was like right there in my mind, false twin flame or catalyst twin flame. So that's been coming up for some friends of mine. So I thought, do you know what? I'm going to come on and do one, but also in connections to cutting those cords is bringing in your true soulmate if you wish to. Because also what's been coming up is sabotage. I just got the word sabotage, and my friend and I, we were talking about this. And it's not so much in connection with some energies trying to sabotage, but they haven't completely sabotaged connections, but it's all a test, an initiation that we've also, the feminine, has had to go through, as well as the masculine. So you can flip the roles however you wish to. But for the moment, to do with the feminine, what's been coming up is karmic, say the labels, but karmic, say people from the past wanting to return, trying to come into our dreams, and you see them when you go out, you know, messages or what have you. And some people, if they wish to go back to a past connection, that's up to you. But this is for the ones who wish to cut those cords once and for all. So it's connecting with karmic relationships, could be friendships as well. Doesn't only have to be relationships. Karmic masculine, karmic friends, family. The false twin flame dynamic, catalyst. You know, to bring in your true soulmate, your true person. Because what some people have been experiencing, you know, to do with the divine counterpart, and they've been questioning, and quite rightly so. I mean, I love the idea with twin flames, and I even purchased a beautiful painting that I have on my bedroom wall of twin flames, and I was always sharing information to do with twin flames, but I believe that I haven't met mine yet. There has been connections where I thought, you know, I mean, with my ex-husband, not saying too much, I thought we were going to be together forever, but unfortunately it didn't work out that way. But it was because now I know, because I had to cut those karmic connections, family connections, because my previous relationship, my ex, who I've got 3 beautiful children with, our relationship was very similar in some ways to my mum and dad's relationship. And when I had to go to court and do all sorts of like nonsense, my mum, sometimes she'd be all right, but other times she'd be like, I can't do this, you know. She's like, it just drives me a bit, you know, because she couldn't believe how similar my situation was to do with hers. And I get it now. I get it. But that's only because I've done my own healing. Do you know what I mean? I didn't sit on my hands like my dad was saying to me. You know, be like, you can't just sit there and do nothing. You've got to do something about this. Do you know what I mean? And healing is not pretty. It can be dark. It can be painful. It can be all sorts of things. But, you know, some people don't see that side. The practitioners that I've worked with, my friends that I've worked with, you know, they've seen that side. The other people who pass judgment and do this and do that, whatever, they haven't seen that. So they can, whatever, do you know what I mean? I'm not interested, in one sense, in regards to that kind of negativity from some people. Yeah, there was some reader I was listening to, and she was like, in reality, she was like, nobody knows what you've been through. But how long do you play the victim? Do you know what I mean? Get the little violin out. No one got the little violin, can't even talk, the little violin out for me. Do you know what I mean? I had to get off my arse and do my own healing like many other people. So, you know, but it can be given to us in like a false dynamic. Yeah, like friends of mine are like, well, my true divine counterpart wouldn't do that. My true twin flame wouldn't do that. Do you know what I mean? And there are false twin flames. And even with the karmic, I know it's all labels, but I'm just trying to, because of what I've also experienced myself, like mine, to do with my ex-husband, was cutting those generational cords. Otherwise, it would have just gone forever, forever, forever. Do you know what I mean? It would just go on and on and on and on and on until someone in the family goes, that's it. And that one was me. I didn't ask for it. I was given the task, or whatever it is, you know, I don't know, you want to call it a task. You know, a quest. And it's not easy. That's why some people are just like, I can't do that. Do you know what I mean? Because, you know, it's getting to the root of connections and, you know, and it does make you a better person. But you have to go through a lot of shit to get there. And some of these people who look at with others, I don't judge with people, do you know what I mean? Because I don't know their story. But the people that judge others are like, oh, look at them, and they think, do you know what I mean? And it's like, well, you weren't around then. Do you know, and then you want to come back in when I'm healing and I'm getting on with my life and, you know, and I'm happy. It's like, no. You don't get to have that privilege. You had your chance and you blew it. So get out of my energy. But some of them are not listening. Not all of them. But some of them are not listening. And this is like, you can't be so crystal clear. But you can do it energetically. I even made some beautiful love incense, you know. So it depends what people wish to do. But this and angelic Reiki healing is basically cutting the cords to do with karmic relationships, friendships, family members. You do the work. I'm just the guide here. False twin flame dynamics and anything else you can think of, because I can't think of anything right now. I'm like, I don't know now. So, you know, it is what it is. I can't find my rose quartz little wand that I took to the beach with me. I don't know, I'm hoping that it's in the car, but I've got lots of lovely rose quartz, organite heart. Ooh, it's got a mind of its own. Amethyst, beautiful goddess energy, which can connect to the divine masculine and the divine feminine, you know. So where should I start? Let's start with these angel cards. So let's just put that over there. Gratitude. Focus on what is positive in your life and you will attract even more positive situations. Beautiful, yeah. That's what I mean when some people come in, do you know what I mean? When, you know, we all go through dark times, shadow times, you know? And then people like, they, you know, they see and they're like, oh yeah, like, you know. And it's just like, no. Because they bring their energy in. And if some people have not doing any healing, then no. And we're not miracle workers, do you know what I mean? I'm not only talking about to do with women healing men or men healing women, you know, because some people want that. And it's like, well, no, you can't be a miracle worker. You create your own miracles, you know. You find your own energy. You don't siphon it or take from somebody else because it's not yours, basically. You are supported. Allow heaven to carry you as well as any burdens you may have. Beautiful. Maybe one more. No worries. Surrender cares and worries to God and the angels and know that everything is truly in divine order. Beautiful, yes. So some lovely cards there. Okay. Just going to connect with these. Sometimes it's just one word. These are beautiful ancestral oracle cards. Cleanse and renew. Oh, the ice cream man's here. Anyone want an ice cream? I used to love that when I was a kid, running after the ice cream man. I don't do it anymore. Message. I don't think he's got any vegan ice cream anyway, so I'll have to ask him next time. Oh yeah, that one definitely wanted to come out. I love it. They just fly out. Strength. Oh. Strength. Beautiful. So there's some lovely cards to start off with. Yeah, let's put those there. Like, just going to do a few more and then I'm going to get on. I think I'm going to use that beautiful wand. Oh, well, look, they're all flying out. Healing heart. Healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. Absolutely, that's why the Organite is out here today. Healing your beautiful, loving, kind heart. And why not? The Snake. Competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. The runner in a codependent relationship. Fear of intimacy, listening to ego. Yeah, no one wants that. Do you know what I mean? You know, if people want that, then, you know, that's up to you. But life's too short, really. I'm just going to do a couple more because I just wanted to see in connection to do with the energy. That's all. That's too many. The Golden Mirror. Self-absorbed narcissist. One-sided relationship. Love bombing. Yeah. That's what I mean. They're trying to come into your energy because if they're unhappy in their relationship or they're unhappy in their life, you know, as I say, if people want that, then fair enough, but this is for people who actually want to move on. Kiss says unconditionally loving, Giving and receiving affection, falling in love. Yes, absolutely. Keys on a ring, many options, decision, unconventional, string along, one night stand. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Heartbroken, deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, mourning. It's just disrespectful, you know. Excuse me. It's just disrespectful. The butterfly. Relationship evolving to the next phase. Healing the inner child grave. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. Healthy choices. Making healthy choices in love and in life. Self-love, self-care, being happier. Yes, absolutely. Love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. Absolutely. Beautiful. So I'm just going to leave those cards just now because I just wanted to see what the energy in that was like. And, well, speaks for itself really, doesn't it? Okay, so when you are ready, take a deep breath in and out. And just focus in your mind who or what it is that you wish to cut cords in connection to do with your life. It could be a karmic relationship, a friendship, family connections, false twin flame or catalyst twin flame. And think about cutting those cords. Everybody's different. Everybody's connecting with a different energies. And it's okay to let go. Whether they are showing up in your dreams, that's also a favourite. Believe me. And it's okay to let them go. Just visualize cutting those cords. If it's karmic, relationship, past life as well, if people believe in past lives, could be connected to a past life. It's okay to let go now. Some people just don't get the message, you know, so it's good to do something energetically. When you are ready, take a deep breath in and out. Now think about bringing in your true, beautiful soulmate. Visualize the kind of relationship that you wish to have. You may have a person in your mind, or you may not. But think about calling in your true soulmate. And it's okay to open up your heart. It is safe to do that, you know. It is safe. You are loved. And it's also about loving yourself and what you feel that you deserve, you know. This is all about you. You do the work. I'm just the guide. Oh, my cat's decided to come up. Careful, there's a candle there, boy. Hi. Come on then. He wants to join in. You're going to call in your soulmate. You've already got one. You've got Minnie. You're lucky. You've already got a beautiful soulmate, haven't you, my boy? Yeah, watch the candle. Hey, watch the candle. Good boy. Beautiful, aren't you? Hey, you always like to come in and see what I'm up to. You're going to sit down? Yeah, come on then. Sit down then. Just watch the candle. Yeah, oh. Oh, no, not that way. Go on, off you go, you little monkey. Yeah, you can go over there. Good boy. So there's some beautiful cat loving energies going on right now. Absolutely beautiful. Oh. Could just feel something on the corner of my eye. Don't know if it's an eyelash. I do feel a little bit emotional, but it's alright. I'm like, oh, it's an eyelash. I can feel something, but yeah. But it's okay to have emotions and feelings, you know. It's alright to have them. I would rather have feelings and emotions and be cold and totally like closed off. Do you know what I mean? Be, you know, I can't think of the word right now, but yeah, it's right there. I'm trying to think of it, but cold, you know, just totally not a nice person because of what some people have been through, you know. And it's like, well, go and heal, you know, don't take your shit out on anybody else. Do you know what I mean? No one's perfect. I'm not saying that they are, but in regards to relationships, you know, they can be a mirror. You're such a little cutie, aren't you, boy? They can be a mirror. And also, as I say, to do with my connection, that was so I could break a generational family pattern, which I don't wish to repeat. One day I'll talk about that, but it's, you know, it's not the right time right now. Anyway, guardians. The guardians are there to give you full protection and insights into the reasons of your dilemmas and questionings. Do not be afraid to delve in the deepest depths of you, for there lies the answers you require. You know, and it's okay to want better for yourself. And if you've got children, it's okay to want better for your children. Templaris, the inner temple opens up for you to be the priest or priestess of your temple within you. This is a place of great mysticism and alchemy of past, present and future you. Be at one with you. Beautiful. But sometimes we don't realise that we deserve better until we actually connect with these relationships. And we are here to learn. I don't feel any hate, any malice or anything towards any of my exes. I'm just not interested in going back with any of them. The future, yes, I am well up for that. Oh, look at this one. I can't get my words out. As a phoenix rises out of the ashes to fly into new pastures, it asks you to do the same and let go and flow. See and feel the messages your soul gives you and act upon that what you feel is right for you now. That's why I've been guided to connect with this distant angelic Reiki healing. I mean, as I say, people want to go back to the past or what have you, fair enough, but some people don't. They are looking forward to new beginnings, and quite right too. Quite right too. So, yeah. But sometimes doing connections energetically can be absolutely incredible. Vision. I give you confidence in your divination talents. Wow. Oh, I like that very much. Yeah. These are the Medicine Woman Oracle cards, but, you know, men can connect with them as well if they wish to. I always get guided what cards to connect with in the crystal, so I just go with what I feel. Here we go. I am the Oracle, the medium, the one who sees. I can hardly see this. Do you know that? I keep forgetting to get my glasses out of the car. I am the Oracle, the medium, the one who sees beyond the veil of appearances. My eye is piercing. I know the depths of your soul and the bravery in your heart. My gift is also yours. I receive messages from the universe. Someone also could be having connections to do with their vision, or it could be in connection to do with your psychic. You may feel, actually what I just got there, you may feel that your psychic abilities are heightening. And what also I've been guided to connect with is my crystal ball. I have 2 crystal balls. One I got from the witch's shop in Burley. And another one, this beautiful lady, this beautiful tarot reader, gave me a crystal ball at an event. So that could also be connected to your psychic vision. Your psychic is like opening up. And this is why some of these connections want to come in. Because they can feel that energetically. But I'm going to say this, and some people might not like it, so whatever. But some of them, not all of them, some of them may only want you for what you can do for them. Yeah? Or they want to take your gifts. I don't think you can ever, they can't take your gifts, but because everything's energetic. When you have sex with someone, that some of them also have been trying to do in the astral. That's why I won't do it. Because the only time that I'm going to have sex with my true divine counterpart is in the 3D. Is, you know, here. I'm not doing it in the astral. Right? But I'm not being rude. But some of them are cunning and they're trying to get in that way. Because some people have had dreams reminiscing about past connections and all sorts of things. I'm not saying it's not okay to do that, but just be mindful because these connections, they need to find their own way. They can't just be using some people, and I'm not only talking about the feminine, I'm talking about the masculine as well, because I can't talk about one without the other. Do you know what I mean? So some people might not like that. You don't like that, that's fair enough, but you know, it is what it is. The Great Spirit, so I can't, do you know, I don't know why they have to make them so small. So all may find their place in keeping the sacred order. Divination is an ancestral art held by the prophecies. It is a great feminine power. My sisters read the signs in ground coffee, the song of the wind, or the art of runes. I am here to release your magical talents and enchant the world. How incredible is that? Wow. Yeah, the writing, look at the writing. The writing's quite small. So I'm like that, trying to read. I should actually go and get my glasses out of the car, but I forget. So hopefully next time I can see a bit more, and hopefully that made sense. But it does make sense to me. So, but that was coming through. So my cat just decides to move this. Was coming through quite strongly is that the reason why some of these connections, not all of them, but some of these connections want to come in is because they can feel that you are leveling up, basically. Yeah. And they want some of that. They want some of that connection, but they need to go and find their own way. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this distant angelic Reiki healing, and I will see you again soon. Look after yourselves.